largely disarmed country, or is it more like Switzerland? Tell me about the gun control laws in Sweden.
You have to have a special license in order to get a gun or a rifle here in Sweden. We are probably the most disarmed people in Northern Europe, I believe. And I don't know really if the people even care about gun laws here, because all the more people are going to prison for life sentences, for murder and stuff. And I don't know really if the politicians are going to bring this up, because we have a general election coming up here in September, and I don't know if they're going to take up this issue, because I feel it's very important,
Yeah, I mean, just look at the example of Switzerland. As I just said, they don't even keep records anymore because the gun crime's so low. But everywhere else you look in Europe, some areas of France will allow you to have a hunting rifle, which is why a lot of British people are moving down there. One of the primary reasons, because there's a little bit more freedom. But generally across Europe, the laws are harmonised in line with, some of the most draconian gun laws on the planet, which is why violent crime is constantly increasing. Talking about Switzerland, we're going to go to a clip which perfectly discusses and exemplifies why the country has such a low gun crime rate, because the majority of the people own guns and are encouraged to do so by the government itself. So let's go to that clip where the gun control situation, or lack of it, the gun ownership situation in Switzerland is exemplified. Let's go to that clip now.
This is a SIG 550. It's designed to destroy anything standing within its 400-meter trajectory. And there are over 500,000 of them kept in Swiss homes. Guns and shooting are a strong Swiss tradition. Basic military training is mandatory for young men, and afterwards they're required to keep their weapon at home. Mark Heim is the Ticino representative for the lobby group Protel.
Basically, this was my father's military rifle, and of course he got to keep it when he was finished. I have my grandfather's rifle in the office, hanging on the wall. This was mine when I did service, which is quite an old one. It was introduced in 1957. Was used until 1990. And this is my son's. That's the current model. That's what's being used today. That's what we'll be using to shoot the Feldschießen today.
The Feldschießen, or Tiro Federale in Campania as it's known in these parts, is an annual Swiss event, and it's also the largest shooting festival in the world. Roughly 200,000 people come out to target practice all across the country. Ammunition is provided by the government. Heim goes regularly to this range, and it's often a family affair.
It was organized by the government to have a very high state of readiness for the Swiss military and population. The target has always been that within 24 to 48 hours, Switzerland could mobilize a pretty large army, I mean, even by European standards.
But it wasn't the militia that sparked Heim's interest in guns as a young man. It was an unassuming trip to a Holocaust museum.
I was going through all the exhibits and the soap and the lampshades made of people's skin. And while I was looking, I heard a funny noise, and there was an old woman maybe 2 meters from me, and she was trying not to cry. She was sort of sobbing very quietly. She was holding it back. If she had been a few meters further away, I wouldn't have heard her. And she obviously had gone through that. That's when the whole impact of it hit me. And I promised myself I would never be in her situation. I would want to be free, never in a situation where somebody could, march us off to ovens or prisons or just take away our freedom. The key to freedom is the ability to be able to defend yourself. And if you don't have the tools to do that, then you are at the mercy of whoever wants to put you away. And the tools for that
There you have it. In Switzerland, the ability to defend yourself is the key to freedom. In a country where the government itself runs all the firearms training classes, where there's 2 million Swiss citizens who are armed out of a population of about 6 million, and they've got the lowest gun crime rate in the world. This is the reason why Hitler refused to invade Switzerland, because he knew he'd have a hell of a fight on his hands when every other country around it had been occupied, and the first thing that Hitler did was to disarm the local populations. We're going to be back with some more of your calls. We've got Gerald Celente coming up in the second hour. But stay there. Gus, Ruth, Dennis, Sid, we'll get to all of you on the Alex Jones Show at pacman.pt.vu. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com. Or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
They helped to create a new world order. We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The New World Order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Attention gun owners. You're into guns and many people you know are into guns. Well, someone needs to maintain, clean, and repair those guns, and it could be you. Now get a free How-To Gunsmith DVD sampler from AGI, the American Gunsmithing Institute. Learn the art of professional gunsmithing as a part or full-time career. Develop a lucrative business by learning the art of gunsmithing through over 71 exclusive DVD training courses. Get started today by ordering our free DVD sampler video and catalog at AmericanGunsmithDVD.com. See how to quickly learn firearm disassembly, reassembly, accurizing, customizing, super tuning, refinishing, trigger repair, and much more for rifles, pistols, and shotguns. To order your free DVD sampler and catalog, call 800-367-9792 or go to AmericanGunsmithDVD.com. Ask about a bonus $10 savings coupon when you call 800-367-9792 or go to AmericanGunsmithDVD.com. Learn how. Learn now with AmericanGunsmithDVD.com.
You've taken the red pill. It's the Alex Jones Show on Wednesday, September 8th, 2010. And we're talking about George Greer, this man who tried to defend himself against 25 gang members in Long Island. And the police ended up arresting the victim once again. We're going back to your calls. Ruth in Louisiana. Ruth, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Ended up arresting the victim once again. We're going back to your calls. Ruth in Louisiana.
Turn your audio off, Ruth. Just talk to me on the phone.
Yes. Thank you so much for you and Alex. I always have you in my prayers. I really do believe that the people have a right to protect their property and to protect their family. And as far as George Greer is concerned, any other people in this country, they're falsely accused by the police department and the governor of that state. We need to start calling and demanding that we're not going to put up with this type of situation with the people and get behind the people themselves. I really do believe that that's what we need to do.
I agree, and I mean, where's the NRA on this? I mean, have they come out with a statement? I don't see it on their website. So, I mean, are they going to come out in defense of George Greer for being arrested for defending his home? Dennis in Texas, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking my call. I agree with Ruth in Louisiana there. The number one priority or the number one thing in the United States is the idea of personal property and your right to defend it. Okay? Without that, you have nothing. The economic system deteriorates and falls, and you become a victim of tyranny. If you don't have the right to personal property, if you don't have the right to defend it, you have nothing. The promise of America is gone. Now, the one way to defend it is the other tools that the people, our forefathers gave us. They gave us the grand jury and the petit jury. Try to convict someone in Ireland of going against the police. That isn't going to happen, and those things should happen in the United States. If someone is defending their home and their property and their family, and they happen to exercise their right to the Second Amendment and shoot intruders and defend themselves, then they should demand a trial by jury, and the jurors should go ahead and acquit these people. If we don't want these tyrannical laws, we need to acquit people. We need to show the government that these laws are not in our best interest, and we're not going to put up with them, and then throw the bums out.
Well, that's right. And I mean, it's interesting that you mentioned Ireland there, because Northern Ireland, in fact, is the only part of the British Isles where you can still get a permit to own a handgun. It's banned in Scotland, England and Wales and the Republic of Ireland. Again, what's the result? Northern Ireland has one of the lowest violent crime rates, victimization rates amongst the top industrial countries in Europe. And of course, England has one of the highest because handguns are banned. In Northern Ireland, a criminal breaking into a home knows there's a reasonable chance that they're going to be looking down the end of a barrel. So again, same in Switzerland, same everywhere. More guns equals less crime. And we're going to talk to Gerald Celente, so get your calls lined up. Trends Research Institute. I'm excited about this interview. We're going to see what's going to happen with the economy, immigration, and a lot more in the next 2 years. This is the Alex Jones Show at prisonplanet.tv. Stay tuned for the second hour.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones asking you for a minute of your time to tell you about soap. Not detergents, but good old-fashioned pure soap made by the Cal-Ben Soap Company, a family-owned and operated American company. My family, staff, friends, and radio listeners are constantly telling me how much they love these products for bath, hair, laundry, and dishes. There is nothing like these factory-direct, big money-saving, triple-concentrated soaps anywhere. Get a free detailed catalog by calling 800-340-7091 or see them online at 5starsoap.com or Infowars.com. Let's talk to the owner of 5 Star Soap, Marty Schachter, and see what he has to say.
As founder and owner for over 63 years, people keep asking me, how's business? I'm happy to say our business is going down the drain. Call us at 1-800-340-7091. Visit our website, 5starsoap.com, for buying our 1 to 2 month soap sampler. Thank you.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GC.